What's up, growth family? It's your granddad AO, and the growth don't stop. So today I'm here to talk about something so important, so important. So what I want you to do first of all is to make sure that you're ready to comment if you have any questions, because I want to make sure that I'm answering your question, because it's so important. If you've got questions, they need to be answered. So today we're talking about sexual discipline, and it's important, so important, because it is probably the hardest form of self-discipline. And if it's not the hardest for you, then it might be the second hardest, but for the average person, sexual self-discipline is actually generally considered the hardest form of self-discipline. Why? Because it's written in our DNA. It is a biological need to reproduce. Every living thing literally reproduces, right? In our DNA. One of the only things that we sort of have to do biologically is eat and reproduce. And that is why both of these are the two hardest forms of self-discipline. Therefore, if you are able to pattern and get control of the handlebars on your sexual discipline, you'll be able to do anything you want, especially if you're someone who actually struggles with it. If you can overcome your sexual desires, your sexual urges, right, and you can become disciplined sexually, you have discipline in every area of your life, and no one will be able to chat to you about discipline, because you would have probably mastered self-discipline at that point. The problem is that so many of us are slaves to our sexual urges. Because anytime they pop up, we just give in, we listen to them, we're following our sexual urges like that. They pop up, we're there. We pop up, we're there, We're not in control. We don't know how to say no to them. We are slaves to our sexual urges. And if you don't believe me, right, you don't believe that we're slaves to sexual urges, I know some of you watching this probably like, oh no, I'm not a slave to my sexual urges. Have you ever been late to dinner because you're masturbating? Have you ever been late to class because you're masturbating, late to work? Another thing is that people actually miss opportunities. They miss out on meetings, they miss out, they cancel plans. Have you ever stayed at home to masturbate? Because a lot of people have, and this means that you are clearly a slave to your sexual urges. And it's okay. I want to make it clear, I should have said this at the very beginning of this video, right? I want to make it clear that I'm not here to shame anyone about their own sex life. This video is just to show you the importance of sexual discipline, and for those people, you individuals that are looking for guidance in your self-development journey, and you're looking to improve your sexual discipline, you're looking to learn about your sexual discipline. I'm not shaming anyone, I don't believe I should shame anyone. Why should I shame someone else? I'm not perfect. We all have our faults. Who am I to shame anyone, right? Now, back to the point. If you have been late, you've cancelled plans, you've changed your plans just to fulfill your sexual urges, then you are a slave to your sexual urges, right? University students, so many university students, you will have exams the next day, you will have lectures in the morning, and instead of revising, instead of going to sleep early, up at 4 a.m, pursuing your sexual urges. And these are important things. Your exams, you might have a training in the morning, whatever it is, you're changing your plan just because your sexual urges are popping up. They keep on distracting you from doing whatever it is you need to go. And I get that in some cases this may not be that bad, right? But when it's a repetitive thing, and when it gets to the point of which you cannot stop, you cannot actually say no, need to take a step back and say, this is actually out of hand, especially in quarantine, especially in lockdown, where we're spending all this time at home. It is so easy for us to actually fall into either sexual addiction or masturbation addiction. And I understand that, you know, so many people actually go through it, and it's hard. I know it's not easy, right? But we need to hold ourselves accountable and take a step back and say, this isn't really how I want to be living. I don't want to be a slave to my sexual urges. If you're watching this video, you probably don't, we know deep down that you don't want to be a slave to your sexual urges. You want to be able to say no when you know you need to say no, so you can pursue the goals that you actually want to pursue, and, you know, do the things that you actually want to do that are going to benefit you in the long term, and not just fulfill your short-term sexual desires. You need to learn some self-discipline. You need to learn to say no. You need to learn to put your long-term goals over your short-term desires. And I know when it comes to this, it is not easy. If it was easy, we wouldn't be here right now. You wouldn't be watching this video. You wouldn't be, do you know what I mean? None of us would be here right now. We wouldn't be struggling with this. But it is real and it is hard. I get that. So many of us are struggling. So what I want you to do, I want you to watch these discipline hacks. Yeah, I've got these discipline hacks in this playlist. So watch this playlist that I've got here, and then I got this video right here, and those are going to help you improve your self-discipline, because all of these little tips themselves are going to add up and help you with your sexual self-discipline. And then your sexual self-discipline is going to help you with everything in life, and then we're going to be able to reach our goals, right? So that's it for today, Grow Family. Please like, comment and subscribe. It'll mean a lot. Have a good day, and I'll see you in a couple seconds when you watch one of these videos. Peace.